Hello YouTube, you-boob, woohoob! Today I'm going to be making Petri dishes. Not your normal Petri dishes, but Petri dishes, but with wide mouth, half pint mason jars. I've already got all the ingredients mixed in, weighed out. 9.56 grams of potato flour and the rest agar to make up 21.15. Some people just go straight to 20. I like it a little bit over because I like my agar a little bit thicker, or not thicker, a little bit solider, more solid. It's easier to cut. It doesn't fall off your scalpel as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that powder and pour it into here. As you can see, I got it simmering. What I got in there is a couple alfalfa pellets and some wood pellets, just to give it, you know, the sort of food that it likes, or it's going to be eating once I transfer it from the grain spawn into the substrate bags, which is a mixture of alfalfa pellets and wood pellets, just to give it that extra kick, that extra nutrients. Then once it's all mixed up, I'm going to dump it into the mason jars. Screw the lids down, not tight. I'm not going to put the rubber seal down. I'm going to leave the rubber seal up because I don't want them vacuum sealed. It'll just be harder for me to get off if I put the rubber side down. Then I'll have to pry it off, and then it'll just be harder and more prone to contamination. So what you saw in the beginning when I first showed you is the mushroom tincture. I got a lot of goodness in there. Chaga, reishi, maitake. What else? Reishi, maitake, chaga, cordyceps. What is that? 4 cordyceps, turkey tail, and lion's mane. So they've been sitting in there for about 2 weeks. I'm gonna let it sit in there for another week. That's 80 proof vodka in there. So it's been sitting there. What it's doing is it's extracting all the goodness through, this is called a dual extraction method. The alcohol pulls a lot of the beneficial nutrients out of it, and then after the 2 to 3 weeks is over, I'm going to strain it through some cheesecloth so I can get that liquid, and then take the leftover particulates and then put it in some water so I can pull out the rest of it, the water soluble goodness. So it'll be a dual extraction. You can do it with water, but you won't get as much goodness, or you won't get as much medicinal value through it. These 7 jars will probably fill up the 50 little dropper bottles I got, like this. This is 2 ounce. I've been taking it for a couple weeks, and I notice a difference. I have a little bit more energy, a little bit more mental clarity. When I wake up in the morning, I'm not so groggy. It's just, I've noticed a difference. A lot of people are skeptical of it just because of the price. And you know, you have to get people over that hump. It's hard to get people over that hump of things that they don't know about, or they've never heard, or they just think you're some kind of voodoo backwoodsman doctor sort of thing, you know, them sort of people. But hey, there are people out there. It's proven. You can do your research. Do your research on what the benefits of chaga, cordyceps, turkey tail, reishi, lion's mane, and maitake do. You can do your own research. But that's what I'm going to be doing, so it's going to be a short video. I've made some blanks, LC blanks, because I have some LCs that I made from agar, and I want to extract the LCs minus the wedge of agar in there, just for cleanliness purposes and stuff and such like that. These jars, the reasons why I start off with these is because if you're gonna do a G1 or a G0 or a P0, whatever you want to call it, like fresh from a fruiting body, it's more economic to use these, because if you get contamination in them, all you have to do is wash them out, versus if you're buying Petri dishes from the internet that are one-time use like these, and it's just unnecessary waste. You're just throwing your money out. It's not right. So once I see that I have good contamination-free growth, then I'll transfer them to those Petri dishes. The reason I don't use these for long storage is because you can't seal them right. You can screw them down really hard, but it still won't get that that barrier that parafilm does when you put it on a Petri dish. I have used parafilm on these, but what happens is the parafilm gets stuck to the glass. So when you try to peel it off, there's little pieces of parafilm on it, and it's not good. So also I use these also for testing liquid cultures out. So what I'll do is I'll take a syringe full of this, squirt it into here on the agar, watch for contamination-free growth, and then once I see it's contamination-free, then I can go ahead and use the LC. Again, it's I'm not going to waste money on using one-time Petri dishes to find out if my LCs or anything is contaminated. Again, it just makes sense. So I hope you like this video. Subscribe, tell your friends, share, like, comment, and blessed be and keep it fungi.